Hey, welcome to my channel. My name is Anthony, but my username is Yanthan because 9-year-old me thought I was a total badass for putting the Y at the beginning of my name instead of the end of it. And after all these years, I've decided to go back to that username because 22-year-old me is like, you know what? Not bad, little buddy. It's, but I say going back to it after all those years because over the past decade, I have had 6 different YouTube channels, this being my 7th, as well as a Twitch channel. And none of those other channels had any measure of success, although I didn't really stick with them, obviously, because I kept moving on to a different channel. But that's okay. I mean, I've learned a lot from all those experiences, and hopefully I can take those lessons and apply them to this channel, and hopefully stick with this channel. But honestly, I would think it would be crazy if I would have stuck with those channels, because like my first one, I made it when I was like 12, and the username was Pure Pokemon. And at 22 or nearly 23, I still like Pokemon, but Pure Pokemon is by no means a comprehensive definition and description of who I am and what I'm about and the type of content I want to make. So I wouldn't be using that channel name nowadays. It just wouldn't be a good fit. And so that's what I like about the username Yanthan, is in and of itself it's meaningless, the same way as Anthony or Wally or any other names. Names are never words. They're on their own pretty meaningless, except for like there's some generic names like Jameson is basically James' son, you know, silly stuff like that. But usually, by and large, names are meaningless, and that's what makes them perfect to be a name, is because the definition of the word itself will be the person. So the definition of Yanthan will be me, and that will allow me to continue to reinvent myself throughout the years. People change because no one ever stays the same. That's just part of life. I've taken some time away from YouTube and to really reflect on the way I've run my channels in the past and just kind of life in general, like what I want to do with my life. And despite that, sometimes when I go to record, like even right now, well, not at this moment, but before I hit record, I get those doubts of like, do I really want to do YouTube? But despite that, I honestly don't think there's been a single day in the past 10 years that I haven't thought about YouTube in one way or another. I'll admit, I'm totally obsessed with it. I love the idea of it. I would love to do that as a job or as a career. But for now, I'm just gonna make whatever videos I want to make for the fun of making them, which is the way I did it in the beginning. When I was like 12 years old, I was just like, hey, that looks fun, so I made it. So that's the type of approach I'm gonna go back to. And I hope you'll follow me along on this journey. As far as the type of content I intend on making in the future, I don't know exactly, but I've got a lot of ideas. I want to kind of try out all kinds of different stuff. I'm not going to say for sure, like, I'm going to make this, because then I get too focused on that and feel constrained, and I want to be free to just make whatever the heck I feel like making. And so that will probably be anything from Let's Plays to short films, maybe just random stupid little videos that make no sense, but I make them because I think they're funny. Or it might be like a how-to or a tutorial, maybe like a travel vlog or a review of different products. I don't know, I'm just gonna kind of make whatever the heck I feel like making, just for the sake of making it. And if someone else enjoys it, awesome. And if not, then oh well, I don't really care. It's just what I want to make, and I've been watching YouTube for so long, I really want to just contribute. Another thing I need to learn to work on is to accept the things I make and move on. Because a problem I used to have, actually still kind of have, but I'm going to work through it, is I would be like super excited about a video when I'm making it, and then a couple weeks later or months later, I'll look back on it and be like, oh, well, I could have done this different and that different, blah, blah, blah. And instead of learning from the experience like I know I should, I would just private the video out of frustration. And that was stupid. So I promise I'm not gonna do that anymore. And the other thing I would do is, if there was a video I was just kind of like, I guess this is alright, enough to upload. Then a couple weeks later or months later, I look back on it and go, oh, I made that? Oh no, and I'd cringe at it. And I need to like be okay with that. Like, even all the top YouTubers, even Markiplier, have silly, stupid videos that they look back on and go, oh god, that was me. And you know, that's okay. That's part of doing YouTube. That's part of showing that you've evolved as a person. So this, like I said, the point of this video is just, I have officially started this channel now. I'm going to be uploading whatever I want. And this is kind of me like fighting away those stupid doubts and just officially saying, yes, I'm here, I'm back.